Get right into it, man. All right, let's see. Let's let the people get up in here real quick. I'm gonna get right into it. This gonna be I'm gonna read the transcripts where the intricate details where he killed Rayshawn Williams. All right. So I just need everybody that's about to come in here. Please make sure that you share that I'm on. Please make sure you share that I'm on. I would gladly appreciate it. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. I appreciate it. Let's get right to it.
Activist is accused of running a criminal empire in Los Angeles. Eugene Henley Jr. facing RICO charges, allegedly tying him to the notorious Rollin 60 street gang. Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay has more on his appearance today in federal court.
A big group of supporters showing up at federal court to support Eugene Henley Jr., also known as Big U. He's facing RICO charges, and the Department of Justice also accusing him of murdering an aspiring rapper in 2021.
The federal government usually does not bring these types of charges unless they've done extensive investigation. It looks like he has been under investigation for several years.
Federal authorities allege the music executive used his connections with a South LA street gang to run a, quote, mafia-like organization. Investigators say Henley is one of 18 members of the Rollin 60s Crips charged in the federal complaint. He helped launch Nipsey Hussle's rap career. He's the father of an LA Chargers linebacker, and he's been admired as an anti-gang activist who also ran a nonprofit. But prosecutors say he used it as a front. Now accused of embezzling those donations to fund his life, including donations from celebrities like Shaquille O'Neal and Draymond Green. Before surrendering to authorities yesterday, he posted to social media calling it a misunderstanding.
I'm disheartened by the fact that they're trying to say that I stole something from Developing Option. I used Developing Option as a front.
A statement from Los Angeles Press Secretary DeMarcus Fennell said in part, the city has zero tolerance for malfeasance and over the past 2 years increased oversight on gang reduction and youth development programs. This alleged act does not reflect the work of the GRYD program overall, which has helped lead to a dramatic decrease in gang-related violence citywide 2 years in a row. A detention hearing has now been set for Henley on March 31st. In downtown LA, Sophie Flay, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
So he's basically held without
a music executive and community activist is accused.
Please let me know if my sound is good, if I'm not crackling. Please let me know. We're gonna get right into it. Matter of fact, let me play this too first. The district attorney is revisiting the Nipsey Hussle's murder. So they're gonna see or try to connect to see if Big U was a part of it, and we all know that he has some hands in it. But let's go to here real quick, please. Again, since you're here, please make sure that you share that I'm on and hit that like button. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. All right.
Still ain't arrested me.
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the end of March, the beginning of April.
The investigation is already done. Like whatever they doing, they already doing. Done. Now the fact they told the street. Unfortunately, I felt withholding this is cooperating with the police. I'd have played this after he was arrested. Gonna be like, oh, why? You knew they was coming. You didn't say nothing. It would have been right. All the way right. The family's still cussing me out. Why did you play that, huh? Why did you tell me?
Not forget, homie, they killed Nipsey Hussle. Eric Holder was not a lone actor in that. If you go back and follow the details, Nip and Big U got into it. Big U hit Nip Daddy across the head with a bat. His brother had to come out and shoot the gun. Hey, y'all get out. Say, Nip, come on, nigga, we finna come beat you. Because I don't want to pay that $20,000. You say it's over this equipment. But the white folks is pulling me away from the set. But now they pulling me away from the set. The set have made it known nobody's bigger than the set. Nobody's bigger than the program. Nip had gotten bigger than the program. Quando is a reminder that nobody's bigger than the program. But Nip had gotten bigger than the set. But what do you mean by that, Charleston? Think about with Big U and all the other big homies and the OGs in the hood. They standing in front of Nip shit. They standing on the street corners. When Nip pull up in that motherfucking platinum Jaguar, he pull up in that motherfucking platinum Jaguar, nigga, them fresh ass Puma with all them goddamn chains on, and then he opened up the door. He got a Hollywood bitch coming up out of there, London Lauren, one of the baddest Hollywood bitches we done seen. When the little homies see Nip pull up, do you think they gonna stay here and talk to the big homies, Big U Nip? They gonna make an about face and say, y'all, there go Nip, and they gonna run away from the big homies. So now Nip and Big U done fell out over $20,000 worth of equipment, so they say. But it's really over $20,000 nigga extortion fee to pay for protection. Yeah, Nip was being extorted too. He had to pay for protection. That's why they got that video of him that Wack 100 say they got of him. Why would they let Wack even make that statement?
Hold on, I'm gonna play a little bit more before I get into the transcripts. Now, mind you, Brick Baby, something Williams, he's in the indictment, but he is not like charged in the indictment, but his name is in there. So it's a couple of witnesses that's in there. It's a cooperating witness in there, and people thinking that's Brick Baby, that's, you know, probably running his mouth and shit like that. But this dude right here, 600, he's something else. Let's hear it real quick.
Hello? What's up, man? What's going on?
This is Officer Johnson. I just wanted to let you know the fellas over at the station have a little something for you.
Like, what you mean?
We got a little gift for you. Why don't you come by?
All right.
Come by the station.
Yes, he is.
All right, bet. All right. I'll be there.
10-4.
All right. See, that be that bullshit, bro. That's that bullshit. Going up in here, you never know what's going on. Oh, man. I'm sweating, boy. Man, it's hurting for me. The whole thing ain't really like, I'll give you, man. Okay. Give me an LAPD with a diamond. I say 600. 600, keep going.
Keep in mind, back in the days, even to this day, a lot of ex-game bangers, they was working with police, giving out information and snitching on motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? So 600 is not just the only person who does that. You understand what I'm saying? They saying Wack 100 and shit. Nevertheless, he probably is. But Big U, he's finished. So there's no way he's gonna beat this. There's no fucking way. I'm pretty sure that child probably looked at the transcripts already. But let me just play a little bit of this and then we're gonna get to it, and then I'm getting out of here.
In that case, the kid, the football player.
Oh yeah, and let me say this because I'm gonna play the video with Brick 100 and Brick 100, Brick Baby and Loose Cannon. You see how they be on Adam 22 talking and all that, and I'm like, y'all niggas talking about a robbery and shit like that, knowing that's probably connected with Big U, you know what I mean, extorting motherfuckers or having motherfuckers, you know, extort them for that checking in shit or whatever. Y'all talking about this stuff on Adam 22. Number one, Vlad is a police, and I'm really thinking about, well, I feel the same way. Adam 22 is the same way, especially the questions he be asking and shit like that. So it's like, damn, they using this platform to have these dumb niggas just talk. I don't understand how these dudes that's doing dirt in the street go on a podcast and running their mouth. It don't make sense. So it's like these niggas is really dumb on what they doing going on a podcast, just incriminating themselves and everybody around them.
Big U's son's best friend played on the football team who was living with Big U was killed. And they were saying that Big U didn't show up to the funeral, never contacted the mother for any type of support, anything. Just blocked her and everything. Like, it was just like, damn, bro, like you You always say if you know anything about these gang murders, you need the information. But when the football player's best friend of your son who was living with you turns up dead, you don't want nothing to do with nothing, right? So the news came out today, this morning. The mother said that Big U has been denying to give his DNA. So I had to send a warrant to get Big U's DNA. You want to take a wild guess whose DNA came back on the son? Big U, Eugene Henley's DNA came back on her son's fingernail. I guess y'all gonna.
There's more for me to play, but we're gonna get right into the transcripts. Again, please make sure you hit that like button while y'all here. But gladly appreciate it, man. Like I don't understand. Look, what's the name? Yo, Yellow Breezy. He's finished for Killing Mode 3. You know what I mean? So like it's getting crazy out here, man. I really don't understand these dudes, man. But it is what it is, man. What they eat don't make us shit, but it just lets you know that, you know, when you get a chance to, you know what I mean? You know, make it out the hood and do better for yourself. These niggas just be hating on each other. Get that bread, but niggas want to put bags on niggas' head and line niggas up. So I don't feel bad for dudes like that because you had that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're going to get right into it, man. So here's the intricate details. I'm pretty sure y'all probably already read it or heard it. I don't know, but I ain't going to do too much talking. So here it is right here, right? So Haney's, Big U's cell phone location corroborates his involvement in Rayshawn Williams' murder. It says, I have reviewed cell phone location information obtained via search warrants by the Las Vegas police, whatever, for 2 phones associated with Big U for the time before, during, and after the murder. According to Witness 1, Witness 2, and one other Rayshawn Williams' friends who was visiting him in Las Vegas the day he was murdered, as well as an analysis of Big U's phones. Big U and Robinson arrived in Las Vegas on January 23rd, 2021. The night before the murder, Big U phone location data and witnesses showed that he arrived at an Airbnb on Round Rock Drive in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Airbnb Rayshawn Williams was staying in prior to the homicide. In the middle of the night, Big U, through unique music, was paying for the Airbnb. Surveillance footage from in front of the Airbnb show a dark gray or silver sedan arriving at the Airbnb and leaving shortly after. The surveillance video also showed Big U at the Airbnb. On January 24th, 2021, the night of the murder, at approximately 7:04 p.m., Big U arrived at the studio. According to witnesses, at approximately 8 or 9 o'clock, Rayshawn Williams arrived at the studio and recorded a song approximately 11 p.m. until midnight. On the 25th of January, approximately 12:37 a.m., Big U left the studio in the dark gray Lexus in which he and Robinson have driven to the studio, was no longer at the studio. At approximately 12:58 a.m., Big U's phone stopped reporting location data of any kind, with the last data recorded within the vicinity of the studio. At approximately 1:13 a.m., surveillance footage at the Airbnb again revealed a dark gray or silver sedan arriving at the Airbnb. Rayshawn exited the passenger side of the vehicle and entered the Airbnb. A few minutes later, approximately 1:20 a.m., Rayshawn Williams exited the Airbnb with a suitcase, put the suitcase in the trunk, and got in the dark or silver sedan, which departed. The Airbnb, though, was rented for another day, and Rayshawn was not set to leave until a flight scheduled the following day. Both Big U's phones did not begin reporting location data until approximately 2:15. Based on investigator test drives and research, the drive from the studio to the Airbnb will take roughly 17 minutes. After Big U's phone stopped reporting location data, when they left the vicinity of the studio, the dark sedan arrived with Rayshawn at the Airbnb 15 minutes later, which is consistent with the traffic patterns after midnight. The drive from the Airbnb to the location where Rayshawn's body was found, and then to the location where Big U's phone began reporting again, would take roughly 42 minutes. The time from when Rayshawn left the Airbnb to when Big U's phone began reporting again is 48 minutes. Approximate time for the drive, murder, and moving the body, particularly in the middle of the night without traffic. Mind y'all know that as they say, I don't know how accurate this is, but well, the family did say it in the phone call with WAC 100 that the DNA that was under his nails was Big U's. And before I even did this, I was watching Big U on the Drink Champs, what he did with Trick and Debbie and stuff like that. He actually said, I actually recorded it, but he said that basically when it comes down to handling business, he don't need nobody. He'd do it himself. So he said it himself. He don't need none of his niggas to put in work for him. He would actually do it himself. So just those words alone right there just show you that this dude will literally handle it on his own. But let's continue, right? Again, everybody, please make sure. You said that's not his DNA. Well, from what I heard, that is inconclusive. However, this is if you look at the paperwork, as I'm pretty sure y'all already read, the timing, his location, this is what you call circumstantial evidence. So if there's no DNA, so just say it's inconclusive and it's not his DNA, but they have actual phone calls, they have tap, they have wiring, they have surveillance in his phone location and everything. So that's what you call circumstantial evidence. It's not concrete, but a circumstantial that the timeline lines up from his movements and how close proximity he was to Rayshawn and everything else. So all of that corroborates him being in that vicinity. But let's continue, right? One of Big U's phones that let me start over. One of Big U's phones then made a call to Robinson, who witnessed one reporter was still at the studio, which is corroborated by Robinson's phone location data. According to witness one, I got something in my mouth. I just finished eating sandwich, excuse me. Here we go. According to witness one, Robinson asked witness one if he had seen Big U, which witness one found odd because since Robinson was Big U's driver and bodyguard. Approximately 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., Big U returned to the studio alone in a dark gray Lexus and spoke with witness one, who reported that Big U appeared to be drenched in either sweat or water. Big U told witness one that he was coming back from the gym, even though his phone records prove otherwise, that he was still in a location where Rayshawn's body was dumped and where the Airbnb is where his body was found and where the Airbnb was not that far. It was only 17 minutes, I believe. But let's continue. Rayshawn's body was found hours later, approximately 9 a.m. One of Las Vegas PD detectives, investigated the murder, believed Rayshawn died at the location near the side of the road on I-15 after he observed the roadway contained a distant patch of blood, which trailed down the hill from the roadway into the desert along with the drag marks. Big U's phone location data shows that he departed Las Vegas to return to Los Angeles at approximately 10 a.m. Now, evidence of the scene. Officers and medical professionals responded to the scene of Rayshawn's murder. In a subsequent autopsy found that Rayshawn died from multiple gunshot wounds. The responders noted that Rayshawn was not dressed for the weather, which was cold and inclement on the night of the murder. DNA was collected. I think I didn't read from I think I kind of skipped a page. I posted that started from page 32 when he talked about the 38, when he said in his rhymes about the 38 that Big U would shoot him in his face. I'll go back to it afterwards. I gotta because I wrote this stuff down in my book, so I'll go back to page 32 when I'm done, where he actually is almost he had a premonition that that he was going to get shot with a 38, basically by Big U, get shot in his face. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. So that's kind of crazy how he, just, sealed his own fate, predicted his own fate. But anyway, the responders noted that Rayshawn was not dressed for I read that, DNA was collected from Rayshawn ankle sock area, consistent with the direction where Rayshawn was dragged into the desert off the highway. The DNA profile was not collected, the DNA profile obtained was not complete, likely due to the aforementioned inclement weather on the night of the murder. Analysis of Big U's DNA profile was inconclusive, such that he could not be excluded as a contributor of the DNA. Robinson, on the other hand, was excluded as a potential contributor of the DNA found on Rayshawn. Okay, so again, inconclusive doesn't mean that he did not do it. It just means due to the weather, how cold or whatever the temperature was, and how his body was in the woods, or it could have been, some animals could have, tainted with the body. Who knows however the thing is, however how it was that, but that don't mean that he was not in that vicinity where he was the only last person seen with him. He was inside of the car with him. And then they have, as they say, they have surveillance video of this. So that just proved that this dude has done it. And who's to say that he did not do it, knowing what kind of person he is really? All right. Anyway, witness one told Las Vegas detective that DS, associate, removed video recording equipment from the studio a couple of days after the homicide, including destruction of the surveillance video data that will have shown Rayshawn and Big U at the studio shortly before the murder. Witness 2 told the FBI that, and then we have to understand that they have confidential informants. They literally, listen, man, I'm just going to say allegedly, Brick Baby, this nigga got caught with what? A whole bunch of shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? He got caught with a unregistered AK, a chopper. He still get out. You know what I'm saying? They spoke to over 50 people. 50 people who literally corroborated what kind of person this dude is, Big U is. And there's people in that vicinity who's actually, as you see, witness 1 told detectives, witness 2 told, you know what I'm saying? And cooperation witness, which is on page, cooperation witness is on page 27. That and that's, I put Brick Baby, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that's Brick Baby, but somebody on page 27, it talks about the cooperating witness. So there's people that's actually there that can corroborate the chronological timeline that could put Big U there. You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue. Including destruction of surveillance video data that would have shown Rayshawn and Big U at the studio shortly before Rayshawn's murder. Witness 2 told the FBI that Big U ordered witness 1 and witness 2 to leave the premises, take a walk prior to removal of the video recording equipment. Witness 1 explained that 3 relatively new surveillance and working DVR devices had been removed from the studio and all the security cameras were disabled. Witness 1 stated that replacement DVRs were installed, but they did not work. Witness 3, who had previously installed the DVR equipment at the recording studio, also spoke with FBI. According to Witness 3, on January 31st, 2021, Witness 3 went to the studio to fix video cameras that were not working at the studio, after Witness 2 called Witness 3 to fix them. Witness 3 analyzed the equipment and concluded the DVR system was unplugged or turned off. According to Witness 1, DS then sent him money to purchase a new DVR equipment for the studio. I believe there is probable cause to conclude that footage from the DVR system would have shown an altercation between Big U and Rayshawn on the night of January 24th. And at minimum, Big U and Rayshawn leaving the studio together shortly before his murder. Interview with family and witnesses. All right, so here we go. 27. After I finish this, I'm going to scroll back up because I missed some stuff. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go up once I'm done, because I definitely that's kind of critical. On January 27th, Las Vegas detective spoke with Rayshawn's family, which was the first time his family learned that Rayshawn was had died. On the 28th, detective again spoke with Rayshawn's family. Generally, his family confirmed that Rayshawn lived in California and worked as a musician. And this is the same dude that was his son's friend. So that's insane. He was recently working with a music producer, Big U, who was also from California, and Big U had booked Rayshawn Airbnb and travel. Rayshawn's family explained that Rayshawn was close with Big U and trusted him. Big U coached Rayshawn in football since Rayshawn was young. Rayshawn lived with Henley for a time. For a time while in high school. At some point, Big U believed Rayshawn had worn a chain that belonged to Big U's son to school without permission, and Rayshawn was kicked out of Big U's home. PM, Rayshawn's aunt, added that she called Big U on January 27th after learning Rayshawn was killed. Big U claimed he had not seen or heard from Rayshawn and did not know his whereabouts. The aunt confronted Big U about arranging the trip for Rayshawn to record in Las Vegas, and then Big U admitted he had done so. The aunt had overheard Big U speaking with someone named KF, I don't know that name, who investigators later interviewed about Rayshawn's travel arrangements. In a later interview during the pendency of the investigation, the aunt said that Big U will call her on a weekly basis prior to the murder. But after that call on January 27th, the aunt never again heard from Big U. Las Vegas police also learned that CA, a friend of Rayshawn, spent the weekend in Las Vegas and visited Rayshawn at Rayshawn's Airbnb. According to CA, at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning on the 24th of January, Big U came to the Airbnb and asked Rayshawn why did he not show up to the music studio the day prior, the 23rd. Rayshawn claimed he did not have a ride to the studio. CA reported that it was odd that Big U actually took the time to show up at the Airbnb in Las Vegas to confront him. CA and his family left for California Sunday, afternoon, January 24th, about 2 p.m. And CA had not heard from Rayshawn since. Okay, throughout the entire investigation, the family members and friends who've been interviewed have pointed to Big U as the person they believe to be responsible for Rayshawn's murder. Within days, multiple people were sending Instagram messages to Big U demanding answers for what happened to Rayshawn, all of which went without response. Okay, LAPD, Las Vegas search Rayshawn's Instagram. Rayshawn's final Instagram message to Big U regarding the price of a song was sent on the 24th at 1:57 p.m. Big U did not respond until January 26th, almost 24 hours after Big U left Las Vegas following his murder. In the meantime, the evidence shown that Big U had seen Rayshawn at the studio the night of January 24th, after Rayshawn have sent that Instagram message. And Big U presumably would have discussed the price of the song at that time, if at all. Thus, it appears that Big U sent the message on 26 in an attempt to plead ignorance that Rayshawn was murdered and to avoid suspicion from law enforcement of his involvement in the murder. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to skim through this. KFC confirmed that work directly with Big U had arranged for Rayshawn's flight to Vegas. Rayshawn was supposed to fly home Tuesday, January 26th, possibly in the morning, i.e. over 24 hours after Rayshawn was seen leaving the Airbnb with his suitcase in the gray or silver sedan and was found dead. So at the end of the day, the Airbnb footage, which they will show at trial if there's any trial, of the surveillance footage of Big U actually picking him up from the Airbnb that he paid for him. Because remember, he said he didn't have a ride. So who would have been his ride? And who picked him up? That gray car or silver sedan, which Big U was already driving. So it's only one person that he had to see last. All right. But KF also arranged living accommodations for Rayshawn at the Airbnb for the week January 19th through January 26th. But he paid Big U, actually he paid for it. So same thing. KF arranged the accommodations, but the money was funded by Big U. Additionally, KF explained that part of his job was to arrange the transportation via Uber to and from the studio for Rayshawn, who left 2 controllers in the jacket at the Airbnb that Airbnb owner had contacted about. Let's see, because I'm gonna scroll back up in a minute. Let's see. She explained that she did not authorize the use of her Airbnb account. Hold on, let me see. When FBI attempted to interview KF, he told them that he did not want to speak to them. So after the interview of KF, Las Vegas located HT, whose account was used by KF to book RW's, Rayshawn's Airbnb. She explained that she did not authorize the use of her Airbnb. It was very upset. She explained that her god brother KF used her Airbnb account to book a room in Las Vegas and then learned someone had been killed during that stay. Okay, hold on. Title 3 deceptions, attempted interview parties and murder. Henley and his associates made several inculpatory. Hold on, I had to get my tongue together. Pause. Calls regarding the murder, which was interpreted by law enforcement pursuant to a Title III wiretap, home and 63 premises. He was not there. This and the third. All right, I'm gonna skim through a little bit more of that. Okay. Let's read this right here. On or about February 14, 2023, approximately 12:05 p.m., Big U called Martin. And hold on. What page is this? 45. Page 45. Hold on. Let me scroll up real quick because the names of the people, I should have wrote down the names. Hold on one second. Martin. Hold on. Shit. All right, Bear Claw. All right, so that's Mark Martin, aka Bear Claw. All right, go to 45. Hold on, let me go back. All right. Told Martin he wanted to meet up at the auto shop to discuss the police investigation into Rayshawn's murder. The following is a transcript of a portion of the conversation. Big U, 5 detectives went by my house this morning from Las Vegas and said they wanted to talk to me. You hear me? Yeah. I'm probably let you know they was asking about Rayshawn and told Static and call cuts out. 2-year anniversary. It was they wanted to follow up and talk to everybody who was close. And where you at? I'm at the shop. I am pulling up the senator. So he called DS. Hold on. Immediately called multiple people. Reported removed the video surveillance from the studio. The moves that he's making, that don't sound like a person who is not guilty. It sounds like a person who's trying to get in contact with everyone to make sure that his, you know what I mean, to cover up his tracks, as we can see, right? So it says that Big U told DS he needed to meet with him. The following transcript of the portion of the conversation said, where you at? At the house, ready to jump in the shower. What you on? I need to pull up on you. All right, I'm right here at the house. All right, I got to pull up on you. How long you want to be? You ain't about to go nowhere, are you? Nah, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna just jump in the shower, be ready. Remove the video surveillance, presence, the studio. See, that's what I'm saying. All the things that he has done is probable cause. Everything is probable cause to whereas he literally got locked up because everything aligns. You know, when the feds come, they're gonna come because they have everything lined up. You're gonna really beat the feds. You're gonna really beat the feds. It's very rare. All right. This is no jumper thing. Because what I was gonna do too. Let me go up. Where I'm at? Hold on. There's some things that I skipped too. And this is about Adrian Broner. What page is this? That's oh yeah, Quando Rondo is on 27, page 27. This is about Adrian Broner when Adrian Broner basically beat some NBA players, with some trick dice, and he beat them out of millions. So they Big U basically found out, and because he's taxing everybody who gambles, who goes to these parties in LA. A lot of NBA players got to call him and give him money to make sure that they good when they go out and just party out all throughout LA. Like, they really got to check in with this dude. So what they did was use all of them gave him, I think, $100,000 a piece, so he could send his goons to Adrian Broner to basically get that money out of him. So that was that. What was that about? All right. Hold on 1 second. Y'all already know how the check-in works. I don't have to go through that. Here's the I'm pretty sure y'all know about the Nipsey shit. But what happened the last night I was retired. Hold on, let me scroll down here. Let me go to, it says then after the Senate. Wait. Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on. Here we go. Approximately in 2008, Haney formed a relationship with the hip hop artist Amius Joseph Ashkidom, aka Nipsey Hussle. After several years, Big U temporarily left the industry after he had a falling out with Nipsey Hussle's related to equipment and basically, his shop at Big U shop. He recounted in the docu-series that Nipsey Hussle made a diss song about Big U, but that Big U is a scrapper, not a rapper. That even after they settled their differences, he picked up Nipsey Hussle one morning so that Nipsey could get disciplined for the diss song. However, Nipsey Hussle's brother, Black Sam, intervened and told Big U that Nipsey wasn't going nowhere. He licked shots in the air and all that. LAPD reports document that violence erupted, and when LAPD officers arrived on the scene, a firearm was presented and discharged. In 2019, Nipsey Hussle was murdered by a member of the Rolling 60s. And, we all put all of those things together that Big U, and I'm going to say allegedly at this point, that he gave that nigga the call to come and murder him. You know what I mean? Shitty cuz. So there's no way, because Nipsey was that dude. He brung, what's his name? DJ Khaled to do the fucking video. And what happened? Them niggas try to make, they try to extort Fat Boy. And Black Sam and Nipsey wasn't going for that. He held DJ Khaled down. And he's supposed to be the big crip. So his reputation is on the line. His ego, fuck reputation, his ego is on the line. So what the fuck, you know what I mean? And all the money, everybody was going to Nip, because Nip was making shit happen. He was making everything happen. Big U said on the Drink Champs that Nipsey was Slauson Boys. I was Crenshaw. He didn't go to Crenshaw. I'm at the Crenshaw High. I'm Crenshaw. Now remember, once Nipsey died, he tried to take over the brand, which was trademark. And when I did a video that I got from Bossip, a person in the chat line, in my comment section, said, I'm a personal friend with Big Sam, and I'm gonna let him know about this video. And I kid you not, 24 hours after I put up that video, Big Sam trademarked that Crenshaw no, what was it? The marathons continue, something like that. Literally 24 hours after I put up that video, Black Sam made sure I had the videos and all that. I had to delete a lot of stuff, so I had to delete a lot of videos. But from my video, they gave Black Sam the heads up, and Black Sam handled that shit. So I give Boss Up credit, but I'm gonna give myself some goddamn credit too, because literally 24 hours, Black Sam was on that shit, and that's a fact. No cap. We know he defraud a lot of companies. Let me go down. Hold on. Sorry, because it's words that he said too. He said, this is his persona, right? And this is from wiretaps and shit like that. How his conversation is. He's portraying one thing when he's doing these little interviews, but behind the scenes, when he's, when the cameras is not on, he's being exactly who everybody say he is. So he said, Big U's own words, though, show the falsity of his claims of reformation. For example, on December 31st, 2022, on an intercept call, Big U explained his motivation for committing murders on behalf of the Big U enterprise, stating, what you guys see on the internet, y'all keep hearing other people who don't have nothing to talk about but sell. Let me explain something to you. If I would have had a problem with any man, color, creed, king, or kind, the issues would have been resolved. And he wouldn't be here, or I wouldn't be here. It ain't no kid, nothing. And it damn near nobody who been in this motherfucking longer than me can stand against me and be who I am. If I had a problem with any man, and this wouldn't be so funny to me, I'm still who they say I am. And those is in his own words. I'm still who they say I am. Similar to an April 23rd, 2023 on an intercepted call, Big U discussed gang politics with a co-conspirator and stated, I'm retired, nigga. Activist. I'll pull up on your block right now, nigga, and show up and show out, nigga. That's what happened to the last nigga that thought I was retired. Who the fuck is he talking about? I hope you ain't talking about Asky Dome. Okay? I hope you ain't talking about Big Nip and rest in peace. You dig what I'm saying? So hold on, let me see if there's anything else, man. Because I didn't read the whole thing. I literally was up to like page 47. It is 107 pages. I didn't read the whole thing, but I read from the top page all the way to page 47. That's where I stopped at. So right now, everything else is a little freestyle right now, but I don't know if y'all want me to read most of the stuff, but y'all can put one in the chat. I can't really see the chat. If y'all want me to go a little bit further, I would just press 1 if you want me to continue on the document. All right. It says the FBI provided 1,000 in cash for Victor 1, paid to Robinson on camera for Big U. The FBI provided 1,000 in cash paid to Robinson and Hanley. All right. Let me see. Let me see what else. But see, listen, at the end of the day, the feds is not going to come if they don't have the fucking information. They got all the evidence that they need. They cross their T's, they dot their I's. Big U go to court on the 21st. On the 31st in 10 more days. If this the evidence that literally they have on them, everything that's in this document, there's no way they're gonna let that man out. I mean, they could. Some people do get bond when if they have a murder case, depending on who they are. But depending on his reputation, and let me explain this too. You don't think the people that surround him, that feared him, can't wait for him to get put away? So you can imagine the people that already came out, that's already speaking to the police. You don't think motherfuckers don't want Big U locked up? Some people's probably this is the right time to make sure this shit happen. I know a motherfucking WAC 100 is happy. From what I heard, Big U ran up on him and had him pleading for his life because he was gonna kill him. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, but I'll play a couple of more videos, man, and then I'll play a couple of more videos. Matter of fact, I want to play that what's the name? Hold on, I forgot to play this video. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on, because I'm definitely gonna get out of here. And shit, my working hours is crazy, man. I started working 5 in the morning last night, son. What? Man, listen, nigga. Lord have mercy. Talking about fucking sleeping patterns. Man, listen. Hold on. Here we go. You said, hold on. You said he's getting no bond with those charges. Exactly. Hold on. This is what I'm gonna do before I press play. If anybody want to jump on a panel real quick, that's fine, man. Free for all. If anybody have any thoughts or have anything y'all need to say, I'm putting the link in there right now. You can put it in, you can click on and jump on real quick. It's up to y'all. But press 1 if you think that Big U is going to beat this charge. Do you think that Big U is going to beat it and get out? Me personally, from what we are seeing and what we have read and with those that read this in its entirety, I don't think that nigga going to get out. And I have to give LA listen, I fuck with LA, but I got to give y'all the donkey of the day. Y'all doing too much out there. Y'all doing too much talking. And y'all doing too much, man, and too much of these grown niggas doing this little ass fuck shit, going on these podcasts, incriminating yourself, and like Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, all them niggas, all y'all niggas doing too much. Y'all niggas looking real lame out here. Y'all niggas looking real lame out. Y'all gotta take this L. We know y'all the gang capital, but y'all niggas is doing too much. Gangsters moving silence. Niggas don't go on podcasts incriminating themselves. Literally after that, Adam 22, even though they was being investigated anyway, Big U was going to get locked up. They was going to round them up. But after that interview or whatever with Brick Baby and Loose Cannon talking about this robbery, this, that, and the third, the next day they all got rounded up. Y'all talk too fucking much. Y'all doing too much. I gotta take that L, son. Y'all doing way too much. And I love LA. Believe me, I do. I got a lot of love for a lot of niggas out there. But y'all niggas, y'all dumbing out. I want to hear this right here. No, that's not it. Hold on. Here it is, right here.
I ain't committed no crimes. Ain't covered nothing over developing option. Shit crazy. But this how they get you. They get 1 or 2 people to say something. Ain't gonna be no real evidence. Ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be repeated thug. It's gonna be a bunch of people in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They're gonna lock all of us up and say it's all the roller 60s. Watch and see. You just seen it with thug.
Yes, Loose Cannon gonna be running his motherfucking mouth. All of them niggas gonna be running their mouth. Because the feds are going to be like, listen, man, I don't really want you. We want Big U. You know what I mean? So all them niggas, they going to run. Son, Brick Baby definitely going to talk. Loose Cannon definitely going to talk. And I think Loose Cannon, he's like kind of mentally disturbed. I don't know what's up with that dude, man. His elevator don't go all the way up to the top floor. But I'm pretty sure. And then, hold on. When he talked about when Big U called them 30 minutes before Nip was murdered, I truly believe that shit. Big U has an ego. He has a big ego, and he thinks that LA is his. Yes, he got 30 years. He got 30 years. He's an OG, and he's respected. And I mean, rightfully so. You live that life, you got to go to that fullest extent. So I give him credit far as him living up to who he is. But at the end of the day, son, peace, Jeff. But at the end of the day, this dude has done too much. He didn't learn how to fall back and do things the right way. He wanted to use that his persona to get over on people. You got over on Shaq, you got over on Draymond Green, you getting over on movie productions, and hold on, man. Hold on. Let me just show this video real quick. And I know this video pisses me off every time I listen to it. Hold on. Let me play this. I know y'all seen this. We all seen this plenty of times. Hold on. Where we at? Right here, man.
Justice for death.
Your boy would have been there like, yeah,
You did. You did.
That's insane.
Justice for them.
You see that shit? And we all, I remember when this shit when he first did this shit and this shit came out, man. That shit was a slap in the face, man. And I did an interview with Cuzzy Capone. It did a lot of numbers. I just checked it, so I'm like, damn, I ain't see this in a long time. But I did an interview with Cuzzy Capone and Nipsey's other friend, Weed Dog. And when I asked them questions about Big U, they did not, and I say this respectfully, because I fought with them, they did not cross that line or even answer the question when it came down to Big U name. So you know his name really holds weight. Big U name really hold weight, and a lot of niggas is scared of him. And when you that feared, it's always somebody that can't wait to move your ass out the way. And if Big U is working for the police and all these, the stuff that he was doing for these programs, this, that, and the third, and he had to, try to stop crimes and stop beef and report this and report that, and you understand what I'm saying? You don't think that they was not watching you at the same time? Help me help you so we can lock you up, some shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? So they was watching everything that he was doing. I don't think this dude is coming out. He's finished. He's finished, and that's why the district attorney now is going to revisit the Nipsey Hussle's case because they want to see the connection there. Now, if they go to the phone records on that and see if he called Shitty Cuz, and see how that worked, because it was no way that this nigga came. He drove 2 to 3 hours just to come and get a fat burger. How many fat burgers that you pass before you get to over there on Slauson? I don't know. I'm not from there, but it wasn't no way. And then he parked over there and went through the alleyway with no shirt, just to show niggas, just to throw them off guard, just to throw them off and show them that he ain't got no gun, he got no shirt on. He come there just to peep out the scenery, this, that, and the third. And then we're back and come back with a red shirt on and start blasting, man. I hate looking at that footage when Nipsey got murdered, son. I can never watch that shit because I'm so pissed that I know Nipsey seen it coming, man. And niggas that should have been around there should have had the motherfucking grip on standby. And this is why you have to have professional security, not homie security. Fuck homie security. Fuck homie security. Have niggas who is literally trained. Look, my shit is at 3:30. That was my alarm because I had to get up to go to work at 5 in the morning. Hold on. Well, I turned it off, but you understand what I'm saying, man? Like, come on, son. Everything that this nigga Big U is not kicking the man while he's down, but we know your reputation. But I'm gonna click on a lot of these videos. Let's go here. Fuck it. Let's see how long I've been here. All right.
Don't matter. You're nice so hard.
Yeah, Kev Mack. That's what I meant. I was trying to figure out his name. That's Kev
Movie
Mack.
production in the hood. That's how we do it, man.
Top flight, baby.
GB running this here movie set in the hood. Coming out here and checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better know it. Sure. Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in,
Oh well. Check your ass out.
we're gonna check you in, all right. We're gonna do it. We're gonna check in all of your equipment. We're gonna check in all of your equipment.
11, an accused LA gang leader takes to social media just moments before turning himself in to the FBI. It's the latest twist in a story we've been following all day long. Federal officers arresting more than a dozen members tied to the gang known.
And I played this when I first came on, but he said this what made me go watch the Drink Champs with him and Debbie Trick was on, because in the transcripts it said that he mentioned on the Drink Champs about using phones, how you can't get away with murder and a lot of things because of the phones. That's why he cut off his phone 48 minutes before him allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, murdering Rayshawn Williams. You understand what I'm saying? So everything that he spoke about freely on record is the same thing that he was doing off the record. You got me?
Known as the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips. Tonight, the feds say they have the man who is their leader. Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Fisher joining us now with what we're learning tonight. Michelle.
Mark, for many in Los Angeles, Eugene Henley Jr. is known as someone who has worked to keep others and the youth out of gangs. But in an ironic twist, federal authorities are now saying he was running a mafia-like criminal enterprise.
This is my last video before I turn myself in.
Eugene Henley Jr., a.k.a. Big U, defending himself in a series of social media videos taken on his way to surrender to authorities for RICO charges.
I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But
that's
I guess
insane.
it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help.
This nigga literally had his own homies rob his U-Haul truck with 40,000, well, whatever, a lot of toys for the kids, so he could get donations. He got like 40 stacks, so the kids that was directed by him to steal the U-Haul truck to gain money out of that, he said he was going to break them off. So he got 40 stacks, 40 bands, and gave them niggas nothing. If that ain't crooked than Jerome's teeth from Martin, nigga, come on, son. Everything about this nigga is crooked. And rest in peace to goddamn Rayshawn and Nip. Let's hear Charleston.
I'm the one that put the. I told y'all. I'm the one that put the feds on Brick Baby. I keep telling you, y'all didn't think I'd be playing.
Oh yeah, there's another video I want to play too.
When Brick Baby went to Houston and was playing
Another
on
video I
internet,
want to play. Hold on.
that $10,000 stack on his head.
Yeah, man. Nigga out here in Houston, man. And I got a diamond on Charleston White head.
And indirectly said, hey, I got some money on Charleston head. And he continued to act like he was pursuing me. I made a federal report, nigga. First, I called Houston and made the report to Houston, but I did this through my law enforcement friend.
Look at the white
So,
shoes.
not only that, we filed a report with the feds in LA, along with the LA County Police. I swear to God. I'm telling you the honest to God truth. This is what I did. So as a self-proclaimed gang leader, a gang member who has ties to one of the most notorious gangs in this state, in this country, he's now going around telling all the gang information. They see the feds see he got a loose lip, so they may give up some information.
Yeah.
So I swear to God, I told y'all all I wanted was a bag. I got the bags now.
Oh yeah, this is old too. I remember that. But yeah, but these niggas talking too much. These niggas, y'all niggas doing too much. What the fuck you doing going on, especially on the feds fucking platform? The way they even interrogate, I'm not even gonna say interview, the way they interrogate by asking questions. Y'all seen the footage with Adam 22 asking Yellow Breezy about Mo 3 shit when he was like, well, we ain't got no problem, whatever, and not answering. And the way Adam was like, how he didn't get what he wanted. He didn't get the answer that he wanted, so he was stuck. Like he wanted him to say something. But Yellow Breezy, you finished too, dickhead. I thought it was about a female, Kayvon, whatever the fuck. I thought it was about a female, and I'm starting to think that the female locked them up. And now all of a sudden, that is Yellow Breezy that made the phone call to line up Mo 3. It's a lot of jealous niggas and everybody eating. This one I'm not understanding with people. Y'all got money. Y'all able to literally change your life, nigga. God, give me that motherfucking chance. You understand what I'm saying? I know what to do with it. These niggas get in these positions and their egos start to play because you think a nigga from your own city is taking your motherfucking shine. And now y'all doing little diss songs back and forth, this, that, and the third. And then there's a picture with Mo 3, Yellow Breezy, and the other dude that's on the run too, that got something to do with it. And I think that's Mo 3's mother or somebody was a lady in the picture. They all together. Like, you just got to watch people in your circle. That's why me personally, not to talk about me, I make it very short and plain. I don't give a fuck about being around people. Fuck you, the pussy that you came out of. I don't trust people anyway. I know a lot of people. I don't trust nobody. I don't mind being around people, but I love being by myself, and it don't bother me. You know what I mean? Because you don't know who's who. You really don't, especially if you get to a point where you're getting that bread and notoriety and this, that, and the third. Like, you got to keep niggas out your way. I listen. Look. Now I was really about to say something that I really didn't need to say, and I'm not going to say it. I'm about to incriminate myself. But shit, I done did some things I ain't tell nobody. So, and I will never tell. You never tell on yourself. But let's keep it pushing.
Useless. He will literally, right, do something, right? He gets caught up or whatever, supposedly. Put the feds on everybody. He know it's guns and everything like that. And when he know it's guns or whatever, he give a tip, oh, we're gonna do this thing. Come and hit the bus, right? They come and hit the bus, get homies, or take them to jail, all this stuff like this, right? He do scumbag stuff. He sick the police on Nipsey. He act like, oh, it was just a sting operation, or oh, the reason why they got up on us and stuff like that is because I transferred the pink slip into my name in it, and that's how the feds got us. All types of goofy stuff. Sugar Plum is softer than mayonnaise, ketchup, olive oil, cooking grease, melted ice cubes.
I forgot to I don't know if I saved it, but the video, and it's kind of old. It's some months back, but when excuse me, when Whack 100 showed the actual text from Big U trying to have him sue Nipsey's estate, saying that he didn't have a contract but have a contract, then do a video saying that he gets nothing from Nipsey, but talks about how he was under a 10-year contract from 2009 to 2019, and right before the contract expire, Nipsey is dead. Man, this nigga is all kind of crooked.
Cottage cheese. He is the weakest and the most lionest person in the world. He is like the ultimate scumbag. Sugar Plum is the worst. See, and these clips is going to talk about how he got 20-something homies caught up in the feds, fed cases and stuff, right?
I'm sorry. I like this comment. It says, still talking since yesterday. Y'all niggas just be talking, boy.
He tried to catch up Nipsey with a gun case. He thought Nipsey had a gun. He asked Nipsey, where your gun? And you got the thing on you, right? And he said, yeah. He leaves. He goes, leave the bus, right? 2 minutes later, the feds hit. Go in there, gaffle up Nipsey. He go in there be like, hey, what y'all doing? Trying to 52 fake it. But the whole time, he sent them in there to get Nipsey. But Nipsey had a gun, but it wasn't on him. See, this is the kind of thing. And so Nipsey was like, damn, how would they come in there and start asking for a gun? I never even said about a gun. This is not even my bus. Why would they come and hit this bus, gaffle me, and ask for guns? Because the prior conversation, right, for the low, 350. But at the end of the day, it's like, Homies start getting caught up and acting like it, like, damn, why is developing options on my paperwork and stuff like that? He's telling them, oh, because we was the first person that was on the scene that responded to it when they was picking you up. Homies was going for that until I started waking them up. Now they talking about, oh yeah, oh, this is what he was about. Now everybody's backing away from him. But sweetheart is real like Bozo. He gets caught up. And in here, I'm gonna show you the contract, the paperwork, his signature. He haven't left the Zimbabwe yet. He haven't left the Australia. I said I would settle for any place in Canada. You could have went to Toronto.
All right, let's continue. I'm gonna be out of here in the next 20 minutes. Again, I put the link in the chat if anybody want to jump on. Let me see if this is.
Let me get this right, big useless. Let me get this right. So you telling me, you stupid motherfucker, this is 2025. See, here go the problem. You must then take heed and go attorney up. Because your attorney would have told you, come to me, don't say nothing, don't do no videos, and we're going to walk you in if that's what you're going to do. Because what you just did, dummy, is you gave the federal agents all the motherfucking firepower they need, because now you can't renege on none of this shit. See, your stupid motherfucking ass ain't read your motherfucking supersede indictment paperwork. You took a regular dude, a regular civil dude, because you had no more firepower or no more soldiers or flunkies around you. A regular dude, and you intimidated him and made him do things and participate in things that you knew damn well didn't fit. And what he started to do, you know what he did? He turned into motherfucking Sonny Brasco. Hey, how you doing? I'm Eugene Henley, developing options. I'm here for the people. I'm here for the community. Kill the motherfucking kid, though, right? Rayshawn Williams was the best friend of Dayon Henley, your son that played for the San Diego Chargers. So how he looking at you? Your oldest kid don't even fuck with you. He don't even carry your name because you beat him half to death 6-7 times. Let's talk about who we need to pray for. You a motherfucking monster, nigga. That's what the fuck you is. You didn't kill no blood. You didn't kill no Hoover. You didn't kill no motherfucking H-rate gangster. You didn't kill none of that shit. Nigga, you went and killed one of our own, nigga. A young, inspired motherfucking kid, nigga, playing football. Y'all look at that face of my PTR. That's the face of Rayshawn Williams right there. Look at that fucking face. No mustache. Innocent face. What you do? You say he did a diss song? We never heard it. Leave him in a ditch? Motherfucker, now I'm gonna talk about it. DS is a nigga named D-Say. D-Say is the one that told them motherfuckers that you had him go pull the camera footage down. These is all your people. These niggas ain't power rules. They ain't 100 people. What do you mean? The 100 people ought to be saying to yourself, no, it shouldn't be. Nigga, they should burn down developing options. Crenshaw coach, all you parents, if any of y'all show up this season, fucking with that, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself because that could have been your motherfucking boy in a motherfucking ditch. Since you want to pop my name, now I'm a pop it. Nigga, you could never do nothing better than me, nigga. How did they know? How did they know? How did they know they was going to raid my house? How did they know? Oh, use the goofy. Let me show you how I knew. You stupid. Okay, well, let me understand stuff, right? You been a couple years. What year did your brother kill? My brother was killed in 22. So it took them 3 years to do fucking DNA? Mm-hmm. They said that Big U was running for a long time, like he didn't want to take the DNA test. They got his DNA test in my brother's nails. Okay, so that's bad work. So that means my brother fought. Yeah, didn't you tell me that your brother's friend said it was something going on, a fight or something? Something was going on here. When I told you that Big U had popped up at my brother Airbnb. Hey, base. Yes. Uh-huh. And the best friend was there, whatever. But the best friend said that he didn't want to talk to my brother in front of him, so he pulled my brother upstairs to the side. He said that he knew something was going on because when Big U left and my brother came, when Big U left the Airbnb and my brother came back downstairs, he said his whole energy was off. So what did my friend end up leaving my brother the next morning? Y'all remember you told me that. And how long after that did they found your brother? Next day or next couple days? They found him the next day. Let me get this right, big useless. Let me get this right. So you telling me, you stupid motherfucker, this is 20.
Yeah, so that's crazy, man. And Whack 100, you know, he talks a lot too. So it almost, because a lot of stuff that he been said, like starting fights and trying to say you're gonna pull up on people and all the stuff like for years now, especially on Clubhouse. You know that if anything, if he's not literally on paper messing with the feds, he is actually helping them out indirectly by exposing or saying certain things and try to pull niggas files and threatening and all this stuff. So because you know the feds are watching, like these niggas online literally make it easy for the police and the feds. They literally make it that easy for them. Only thing they got to do is just sit down, get their coffee, get a bagel, or get their little muffin or some donuts or some pizza and just sit back and just start scrolling the internet and watching these podcasts. So I mean, Whack 100, man. I mean, hey, man, you know he's you know, he says some things that you can agree with on certain. It's very very small percentage, but it just shows you, man, that these niggas talk too much. And 600 saying he's a you know, people saying that he's a cop and shit like that. Yeah, this is when what's the name? Big U had Whack 100 beg for his life. I don't know if I'm pretty sure y'all seen all this shit already. Let me see this.
Man, all them big time Crip niggas in California going to jail, man. I don't know what the fuck going on. You know, they been man, all them big time Crip niggas, but it's going to 22, you're going to jail, fam. Man, all them.
Why is not letting me play this shit from this fucking white boy?
Man, all them big time Crip niggas in California. I'm
not understanding that. I'm clicking on it. I'm trying to see what Adam 22 is gonna say, but just Adam 22. He's one of those. He's another Vlad, and this is what I'm saying. We be giving these dudes too much of attention. Now, black black podcasters or whatever, we wouldn't even ask certain questions that Vlad and Adam 22 would ask. Because we know the streets, we know certain questions to ask or not to go too far in depth to make somebody incriminate themselves. You know what I mean? This is certain kind of code that we unconsciously just live by, unconsciously live by. You're not just gonna ask a nigga a certain question knowing that we recording and this shit could get this nigga locked up and locked up. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, man, y'all going on these niggas' platforms and these niggas is literally playing you for your views. Adam 22 literally has no talent. He don't have a character. Only thing he's doing is having fucking gang members come up in there and build up his fucking platform and slutting out his wife, having everybody sticking their motherfucking pole in her. And you using our culture to gain some notoriety, and then you think you have the voice of the black people or of our culture, and then you starting to talk like you got some seasoning on your chicken, nigga, like you got some flavor or something, like you was born into this shit. Like these people is weird, and then by Brick Baby being on there, and then he's talking a little bit more tougher and all this because he got gang members that fucks with him because he's paying them and he's putting them on his platform, man. Like this not a hate or racist thing. It's just that we know leeches when we see them, and ops and Comatel nigga and the feds and the niggas that's there to smile on your face, stab you in your back. I you know, you think what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure some of y'all or maybe all of y'all agree. But this motherfucker here is literally helping. And I don't
man, all them big time Crip.
I don't know why this is not letting me show this. Hold on, let me just click on this dude page, see if it play like that. I don't know who the fuck this is, but let's see.
See a lot of people saying that 22 is the reason why Brick got caught up. Fuck out of here. 22, you know what I do? I put people in position, put them on the podcast, give them jobs, help them make legal money. A lot of the shit that people are getting caught up for is shit, especially with Brick. It's like, I'm not seeing anything that says anything about stuff that he's done in the last 2 years since he's been fucking with us, right? So, you know, end of the day, I do employ people from the streets. And I guess, you know, people from the streets sometimes get caught up in federal RICO indictments, whatever the fuck this shit is. And all I can say is that, yes, I may crack a joke here and there. I'm sorry, that's just my sick sense of humor. But end of the day, that's my boy. I'm standing with him. Luce, I got love for Luce too. We're gonna be documenting this whole thing, helping him along the way, whatever it is. So anybody acting like this is because of No Jumper? No, No Jumper was the antidote to this bullshit. See a lot of people.
You know, I don't want to jump into that bag right now, but I just have to say that I'm literally tired. And I'm gonna say this humbly and respectfully as possible. It's getting to the point where I'm tired of people that is not from the culture talking, appropriating, mimicking, being a carbon copy of. I'm tired. I don't know about y'all, but it's like it's like, man, it's I just don't like it. It irritates me now. It's to the point where I can't even listen to certain people, just the way they talk and even how they dress now. I don't like physically show it, but in my mind I'd be like, like it turns me off, man. But he's saying he's giving jobs. Understand, salute to that. But it's a reciprocal exchange. They come with the content, the hood, ghetto, running your mouth, gang banging type shit, and you reap 3 times more from YouTube and whatever other platforms that you stream on or put your video up on. But you're not literally asking questions to not incriminate them. You asking about things for them to literally incriminate themselves. And if you see them or hear them saying certain things that don't need to be said, you don't interject. This is all money for you. Because at the end of the day, you could listen, you could act black today, so much shit happen, you be straight up at them. The next, so you could flip-flop. You can say, hey, I'm white, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with this, and that'll be that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave that one alone, but I'm not even gonna hold you, man. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of other people. Oh my God, Andrew Schultz, this nigga. This
me. That wasn't even the line that really bothered me. It was the next one that bothered me.
What did he say?
He's like, to the N-words that coon and the N-words being groomed, slide on both of them. And a lot of people interpreted that as
I don't know that y'all heard this before. I'm just saying, like, listen, Charlamagne, when you let people into the culture, right? Or you embrace them, people like this dude, because you see, he talks like he got Laurie seasoning in him. You know what I mean? Like he was brought up on hot sweet water cornbread, collard greens with neck bones in that motherfucker, or some ham hocks or something and shit like that. Fried chicken with seasoning and all that shit. You see how he got some flavor, but a little cocky with a racist undertone, and you think you have freedom to be speaking and saying some old fruit roll up gay shit, son? This is what I'm saying. This is the reaction. This is the karma that we get by embracing individuals that is only using the culture to look cool, because black culture is cool. We're not just going to look at the negative shit, the hood, the game banging shit. There's more layers to black culture. That's number one. Just the negative shit is more highlighted. But at the end of the day, we let people get too comfortable, and then they feel like because Charlamagne is my friend, this is my guy, or whatever. You feel like that's your pass into black culture, and then you could talk a certain way. This is what I'm saying. But listen, man, I'm not going to talk too much, but I'm just saying that what black people need to do is start slapping motherfuckers, like, and really, like, literally letting motherfuckers know, like, son, like, just cancel motherfuckers, man. Like, this is 2025. We literally have to put our foot down. I'm not going to get into no FBA shit right now. I'm not even going to do it because I fuck with everybody. but I'm Black American first. And can I say something real quick? And I don't give a fuck. You can get out. But some people are saying that FBA is a cult now. Let me address that real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna make this point very short. I don't care about your feelings. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care, but I want to be respectful because I know how sensitive this is, but I have to address it. I'm going to my Twitter right now. Give me a second. I want to go to my bookmarks. Give me a second. I'm gonna just talk about it and go about and just leave it alone. But I have to address this because this is. I'm finding the video right now. Give me a second. I'm finding it right now. Hold on. That's Yellow Breezy, whatever the fuck your name is. You a dick. You done. Hold on. Let me just find this video first. Hold on. And Kanye is crazy. Right here. Let me just share this. I'm pretty sure the number's gonna drop now, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't care. I'm gonna be honest right now. I just have to address this very short and quick. So I'm letting you know now. You can leave now. I just want to share this real quick. You said add me on Discord. I don't have Discord. I don't know if you're talking to me, Lance. I have the link right here. You can jump on real quick. If anybody want to jump on and give your thoughts, right there, click on the one that's. Can you see this? The other one is for Twitch. The one for YouTube. Click on that link. Well, it don't matter. But I just want to say this real quick. And I was arguing with people on my Twitter, for hours, back and forth. Let me refresh my screen. I don't know why Twitter does this. It just lags and you got to reboot the shit. Let me just play a little bit of this real quick.
Yo, Moon. I joined FBA here on TikTok not that long ago. And I will be telling my story. These people are trying to silence me. These people are attacking me. Listen, I know I'm acting crazy right now. It is a lot that is going on. This FBA group is a cult. And I just left the cult. And it took me some time to realize that I just left the cult. And the way that these people are operating on the internet, the FBA community, listen, it's not about to be pretty for FBA. I'm gonna be so honest for you. It is not gonna be pretty for FBA because the truth is being exposed about who y'all are. Y'all are anti-black, and y'all act like the supremacists that y'all complain about so much, and that's the truth.
I'm just gonna leave that there. The thing that bothers me, I want to get on camera so bad, but I'm a little bit tired. Let me see how I look. I don't care right now. I have to say something. Hold on. Let me see how I'm looking right now. I know I'm a little tired. Let me see. Because my sleep pattern is off. My sleep pattern is off. So I ain't gonna hold you. I'm tired. But let me address that real quick, everybody. Real quick. All right. There's a lot of people putting up posts and trying to act like Black Americans or foundational Black Americans, what you call it, is like the Ku Klux Klan or white supremacists. They calling us the Black MAGAs, the Black Republicans, and it's a lot of memes and stuff out there. I'm starting to see on Twitter. I'm starting to be more active on Twitter over a sign now, as of recently. So I'm seeing a lot of that shit on Twitter. So for decades, and I say this with respect, for decades, all of the Hispanics, Jamaicans, again, respectfully, I don't fucking care. The Africans, Haitians, all the other places, Dominicans, they're not Black. They Black when it suits them, right? And they are their own individual people. They are their own individual culture. Everybody comes from Africa. Everybody, correct? So can you call a Jamaican an African? Yeah, you could, but they are considered Jamaican. In all the other countries, even European, the Latin, the Chinese, the Japanese, and Venezuela, everybody can be called African. Everybody has African blood in them. Okay, but everybody has their individual culture. So why, when we literally label ourselves as Black Americans or foundational, that is a distinctive group and lineage. It's a lineage. Jamaicans have a lineage. Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, all the countries, every last one. I hate have to name in every fucking country. All the other countries, they have their own lineage. So when we say foundational Black Americans, that's a distinctive lineage or group of people that's Black like a Jamaican and every other dark melanated people, but we are a distinctive group like everybody else. How is it that hard for you people to understand? It's a lineage. That's it. And the only thing we saying is, if we've been told we don't have a culture, you don't know where you're from, and all this shit, the evidence is out there. So if we are all of these type of things, but in the same token, you're dressing like us, because we damn sure ain't get it from you. None of you. None. I'm not excluding no country or island or continent. Black Americans here did not get anything. Fashion-wise, food-wise, slang-wise, invention-wise, we did not get it from any of you. But somehow, you dressing like us though, right? And talking like us, right? And all of these things, y'all don't want to hear that shit. But that's what culture is. Everybody has their own folklore, their own dancing, their musical expression of the culture, their food, they dance, their people. That's what culture is. So why would you think that we don't have that? So when we say we are Black Americans, it makes people feel uncomfortable again, because you got to look in the mirror and say, am I acting like my traditional family, or am I acting like them niggas that we say that don't have no culture? That's what I'm saying. I'm blunt with mine. I'm not cutting any corners. Do you feel funny by looking in the mirror and knowing that you acting like a Black American? Is it that? Because Black Americans don't act like anybody else but their own people. We only act like us. We only act like us. We don't act like nobody else. Y'all act like us. So it's like the only reason why they doing that and calling it a cult, because they can't leech on anymore. That's it. There's no other way to put it. I'm not being a racist. I'm just sticking up and waving my flag. This is our lineage, and y'all expect us to be this generic African, this generic whatever. Like, we don't supposed to have a culture. I'm bothered because it's getting worse. But again, we're gonna stand 10 toes down on this shit. At the end of the day, they are mad. They are mad that we are being the people that they say we not. I don't know if that makes sense. If they say that we have no culture and we don't know who we are, but we now, just hypothetically speaking, let's go by what they say. We have no culture. We don't know where we come from, so forth and so on. And just say, hypothetically, we found who we are, right? Let's just roll with the punches. Let's roll with what they're saying. Let's go according to their logic. Okay, so now we found who we are. Black Americans whose foundation, who built this country. Oh, we popularized everything. We created every genre of music. You know how much genres of music we have from the 1600s to now that got nothing to do with Africa? So we found all of these the inventions that was made. Oh my God. The dress code and the face of morale, the face of fighting against justice. Our civil rights leaders is well known throughout the planet for the next 5 million years. We will be spoken about for the next 5 million years. So now when we, according to your logic, so now if we find out these things and we know that y'all had nothing to do with it, why the fuck y'all mad? That this group of people with no culture finally understand what our culture is, even though we already knew what it was. We just got to use their logic and flip it back on them. So now you're mad? Hope if I made sense, please press 1. If I made sense with that, I don't know if I did or not. But I'm trying to make it plain as day. So they want us to be a cult. They saying that we are a cult, and the only thing that we are saying is that we are foundational Black American. Africans have color, Jamaicans, Dominicans, Haitians, Trinidadians, all of y'all identify yourselves as a specific group, even though y'all are Black. And we are saying the same thing. Yes, we all Black, but we are foundational Black American. There's a difference. You're Black, you're just a continental African. You're Black, you just a Dominican. You're Black, you just a Hispanic. You're Black, you a soft as soap the fuck on. But y'all don't want to hear that shit. Look, the numbers drop. I don't care. I don't care. I truly don't care. I really don't, because y'all just not gonna shit on my culture like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't shit on our culture like that. I'm gonna say it again. We don't act like nobody else. Y'all act like us, and that's the problem. Anyway, I give it a couple more minutes and that's it. Don't forget, we all involved either way, bro. Undefeated. Don't forget, we all involved either way. I don't know what you mean by that, but I can't. I mean, I will agree. I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out like if you could break it down a little bit more to me, what you mean by that. But we all the same people, no doubt. We all cool, but like y'all not gonna undermine the things that our people have done. Y'all not gonna undermine the greatness that our people have done for everybody to benefit from. For everybody to benefit from. And again, we are the stepping stools for everybody. And I think we did our people, a disservice by being so welcoming to everybody else when everybody else are not so welcoming to us. So that was our problem. And they saying Donald Trump want to do segregation and stuff like that. Look, the numbers drop. It is what it is. If it hits, that means you feel some kind of way. But they saying my segregation, and I think that is a good thing. I think segregation is a good thing. Anyway, let me see what else, and I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I think I've been here long enough. Let me see. I'm not even gonna play that. Kanye is crazy. And there's a lot of Black Americans going to Ghana, going to Africa right now. It's 200 people showed up. Salute to them. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't hating on no Africans or nobody else. We just claiming our own lineage. And I'm just trying to understand why everybody's so up in a bunch. Because that's what we doing. And that's crazy. That it really lets you know that these people is some jealous ass people. This is the video. I'm pretty sure y'all seen this shit.
Right. You said the feds have picked you up on numerous occasions, right?
What part?
Lady
what time?
Fino,
Yeah. Okay, so look.
So
we're gonna elaborate and we're gonna respond to that. Yeah. No. Because at the end of the day, it's like this, right? Because when the same time they came and picked your ass up, right? They came and got Big Useless, right? And then You know they wrote on me.
Yeah.
So you already know the answer.
I don't know that they wrote on you. I'm telling you. I'm saying
we dealing with this
two separate times.
Okay,
I hear you.
Okay,
I hear
wait.
you.
Hold on.
You're talking.
No,
you
look
to them.
Okay, so listen.
You can't
so
just say
what
you know.
Okay,
You
no. So this is a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
Brick Baby hit me. Well, like
I know
5,
what's up.
6
I know
no,
what's
hold
up.
on. No, we you
on
want
the
clear?
play. On the play.
Yeah, on the play, right?
Yeah.
And then some dogs eat somebody, right? So they contact Brick. They was like, Brick, we need our shit back. Can you get it from this individual, right?
Yeah.
Which is me. Brick hit me and it was like, man, they ordered you up. I said, nigga, you about to be ordered up. You get what I'm saying? That was the conversation.
Yeah.
What happened? You get what I'm saying? Or
as much as they think that they speaking in code that nobody won't understand, you have to understand that the feds, them boys, they got somebody who was from that neighborhood, who was from the who could definitely understand what's being said. And the feds is not that stupid to not know what they're talking about. I think anybody could definitely know exactly what they're talking about. So they doing too much talking, and this dude looking just like a 5-star general when it comes down to FBI investigations. You know what I mean? So he's coked up all the time. So he's just there high for a check. So salute to what is his name? Lush One, some shit like that. He was in that battle rap shit. I forgot. It was in Canada. I forgot the name of that shit already. But anyway, they doing too much fucking talking, man. They need to shut up. Anyway, so what happened to your so-called culture, bro? What you mean? I mean, if you want to get on, like, I mean, look, Melinda Castro, the link is right there. We can have a respectable conversation. You said basically the culture is what we all have done, but we don't forget it was the black culture is what popped off, but the culture was segregated. What do you mean by that? I'm trying to understand what you mean. What you mean? You said, so what happened to your so-called culture? What do you mean? What happened to my so-called culture? What do you mean by that? I'm trying to understand. You got to be more clear of what you're saying, if you know, so I could address what you're saying, because it's vague. What do you mean? My culture is still prevalent to this day, and it's never going anywhere. Melinda, are you there? Or and you have a last name Castro, so evidently you are Hispanic, correct? Basically, we all the same. We all the same, yes, because we are humans. We are all the same. But culturally, are we the same? Absolutely not. Where you from, Melinda? Real quick. Like, can you please have like I'm no Russian kid, but can you be a little faster with the typing? Where you from, Melinda? I would like to know where you from, period. Because tell me, how are we the same? We the same that we have to drink water to survive. We have to eat, and we shit the same. We pee the same. We walk the same. Yeah, but what else is the same? Like what? What do you mean? I'm trying to figure out, because culturally we are different. Culturally we are different. So what do you mean we are the same? Like how? In what way? I'm trying to figure out. I mean, if you can, I'm trying to figure where you coming from, Miss Melinda. Right. Yeah. Hold on. That's what kills me about this whole lane of content. I feel mostly non-FBA watch this because they anti-black and can find comfort in black debauchery. That was so perfectly said, my G. That was so perfectly. I'm BX, bro, meaning we've been on the same time in different cultures. Listen, Kuwait, Karat, I like that. I'm gonna address that, but let me address you, sweetie, respectfully. You from the BX. Let me save your comment. You said I'm BX, bro, meaning we've been on the same time on different cultures. Okay. you live in New York City, you from the Bronx. Okay. We grew up in the same environment and things of that nature, but it's different cultures. It's only it's a nice handful of Hispanics who, I don't want to say appropriate, who acts like they're Black American. There's a lot of Hispanics in the Bronx. I lived in the Bronx. I lived on Gun Hill Road, the 2 and the 5 train. I lived in the Bronx. Even when I wasn't living in the Bronx in Brooklyn, I was me and my niggas. We was there. Niggas was never there. I know the Puerto Rican scene up there. Y'all all stick with each other up there. Y'all dress black, act black, but you keep, not all of y'all. I'm not saying there's not no mingling. New York has the Hispanic and Black American camaraderie or unity is closer than any other country, any other state in the United States. Any Puerto Ricans and Blacks in New York are the most close than any other Hispanic in other countries in United States, any other state in United States, period. Get it. But there's still a lot of racism too. It's a lot of racism with you Puerto Ricans over there. Y'all have your own culture. When y'all come outside, you're a part of everybody. But when y'all go inside, y'all go inside into your own culture. Y'all have your own culture. We just live in the same proximity. We live in the same block, same store. We go to the same bodegas. This, that, and the third. We may intermingle this, that, and the third. And then it's hip hop infusion and all this extra stuff. But we still different. I don't like when people from New York or Hispanics from New York try to talk for everybody from New York. You can't do that. I know a lot of Puerto Rican dudes. I grew up with a lot of Puerto Rican dudes, but there is a fucking difference. We are the same, but we are not. When we go outside, we are black. When we go inside, we are black. When y'all go outside, y'all Puerto Rican, but y'all know the predominant, you know the difference between your culture when you go inside your house and when you go out motherfucking side. There's a difference. Your traditional culture is when you walk inside your house, depending on your family, depending on whatever. But you know there's a difference. We can't do that. You can't do that. We are the same, but we are not. Why is it that Black Americans cannot take full claim of our shit without somebody saying that, no, we are the same too. No, it's us too. It's all of us. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Like, let us have our shit. Why everybody got to leech onto our greatness and the love for our own culture? Why everybody got to be a part of our shit? Why it got to be a me too? Why the fuck got to be a me too? No, not just you. It's all of us. No, nigga, we been had this flavor. We been had this shit. Y'all didn't have it, man. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all didn't have it. It's respectful, though. It's like, respectfully, stop acting like your lineage. You can look at your mother, look at your grandmother, just even to this day, look at the people on your island or in your country. Do they act like you here? No. So where did you get that from? I'm not understanding the lyrical, critical thinking of the people, and sometimes they just don't have it. We all have the same struggles. That don't mean that we are the same people, Melinda. We are not. We are going through the same thing, but I think I'm going. Am I going over your head or no? Okay, but we all struggle the same at the end of the day. It's all on you. That's right. But you are a Hispanic, and I am a full-blooded, on both sides, Black American. And we have our own lineage. We have our own culture, our way of expression, our way of music, our way of talking, our way of style, the way of swag, the way of that makes up a person, just like any other culture. That has nothing to do with nobody else, despite us living in the same vicinity. That your shit don't got shit to do with us, just like ours don't have nothing to do with y'all culture. It's just that y'all incorporated our culture instead of us incorporating your culture to ours. That's just that. And we don't need to. I'm like, this is what I'm saying. No, and still don't want to give us credit and say, I understand it has to be, but it has to be well, it has to be something else. Let us live. Then we open our arms to everybody else all this time, and now when we, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we get. Like, everybody go through their struggle, but it's like we have our own shit, man. It's like, God damn. Can Black Americans have something to ourselves? Like, can we have something? It's like we can't have nothing. We done shit. It seemed like everything that Black Americans did, everything that we have done, everything that we created, we just said and just opened the door. Everybody, like a barbecue, like a free concert. Like it's almost like a free concert. Everybody come free. Everything free. Look, the shirts, the hats, the sneakers, the food, the music, free for everybody. Hey, take everything and take it home. That's what it seemed like. We come on, man. Like, let us have our own shit sometime. Like, God damn, we don't bother nobody else's culture. And we celebrate it and like embrace your culture. We love you for you being your culture. We love it. But we are different from you. Let us eat. And I'm gonna address this and I'm getting the fuck up out of here now. And I'm getting hot. I got my heat on too. I gotta turn that shit off. The homie said, that's what kills me about this whole lane of content. I feel like mostly non-FBAs watch this because they anti-Black and find comfort in Black debauchery. And that's true. Cause see, when we talking about this nigga shit right here, all this nigga shit, a big U and all this shit, Brick Baby, all this is nigga shit. All this is nigga shit. And that's entertaining to people. It's entertaining. Don't get me wrong, it's entertaining to me too. I want to know what's going on. It's entertaining, it's understandable. But it's only comfortable to people when it's not about them or when it's just Blacks, because it fits the narrative to who people perceive us to be. So now when we start talking on some love type shit and just basically the respect for our culture and the acknowledgement of our achievements and the people that we are, that we can hold ourselves high to a high standard, since everybody want to put us at the lowest, it makes people uncomfortable. Why? Why y'all so okay to be amused by the debauchery of that small layer of our culture, that negative shit? It makes people feel so comfortable. And I'm animated and get a little bit passionate. I would like to say passionate, not mad. I'm passionate about my culture because it's to the point where I'm 44 years old. I lived 44 years on this planet. So I'm going off an experience and being around people and just knowing how people think about my people. It's time to just put people in their place. That's it, son. It don't have to be the violence. It's just killing with truth. You know what I mean? It just, Black Americans, love yourself. You know what I mean? I know we love our culture because our culture is the shit. And it always have been. And not saying other people's culture haven't been the shit either. Salute to your culture. Like, for real. Everybody who has a different background, much love to you and respect to your culture, man. Like, we salute everybody culture, man. And I'm just not understanding. I just don't get it. I don't. It's already open, my G. I already put the thing in there. But if you want to jump on, you got to hurry up because I'm ready to go now. So I'm going to put the link in one more time, my G. Go ahead, you click on it. And after that, I'm getting out. I'm out. So hopefully y'all enjoyed yourself on this live. Please press 1. If you're new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe. And I'm not gonna be doing too many lives, so I'm just gonna be doing a lot of videos. So I'm already getting shit already together. I'm doing some other shit that I'm not gonna talk about. So, but I'm gonna be doing more videos than live streams because I to be honest, I don't feel appreciated when I do lives anyway. So I'm gonna be doing more of just videos instead of going live. I'm gonna go live once in the blue. Jay Smooth, the link is right in there, my G. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Melinda. And hey, Melinda, listen, Melinda, let me tell you something right now. I appreciate you, love, and it's all love. And I'm gonna always have love for you. I don't know you, but I'm always have love for you and your culture, for sure. But you still didn't let me know where you from, though. Where you from, shorty? You Puerto Rican? You Dominican? What are you? Because I damn sure had a lot of Puerto Ricans in my day. I don't know if I got a Puerto Rican child out there. Woo, I done came in some Puerto Rican, some nice ones, man. Well, this girl named Brianna, man. Damn, I ain't gonna hold you. I was seeing my Brianna yesterday. Word up, son. I should have never walked into the train station because I ain't see her after that because her grandmother was strict and she ain't let her. I think she sent her ass back to the Dominican Republic. She was so fine. I ain't gonna hold. She was fine. Word up. You know what I mean? Niggas trying to this Puerto Rican dude that I let come in my crib. He was trying to fuck her while me and my niggas is in the kitchen. We chilling. I just had her laying on my bed chilling, just waiting for me. And I forgot this Puerto Rican nigga name. He from building 12. He a dickhead nigga too. But he tried to go in there and fuck her. He was like, yo, you know, he fuck a lot of bitches, man. He ain't gonna do you right. He ain't gonna treat you right. Like while me and my niggas in my kitchen chilling, smoking and drinking, I think it was me, D-Dot, Scooby. I think one of the twins, maybe Mike Aroni or Mimi, was somebody. Rest in peace, Mimi. And I forgot the nigga name, but she laying in my bed, comfy, big $1,100 oak wood bed. My studio apartment was really fly, very fly. Very fly. And she came and told me. She was like, you know, that boy try to, you know what I mean? Like, get the fuck up out of here, man. You born and raised, but where you from? Puerto Rican be? No, I know, stay focused, right? You see, I done drifted off. Oh my God. I'm telling you, her pussy was fucking awesome, son. And her moaning, that shit was insane. I'm sorry, this probably gonna throw people. Listen, man, it's been a long time since that was like 2004. But you from the BS, but you know what I mean by where you from, Melinda. Like you're Puerto Rican, you're Dominican. What are you, sweetie? Or I don't know, what are you? Yeah, they be having that good shit, son. Word up. She stayed in my crib for like 2 days. Shit. But anyway, oh, there you go, Jay Smooth. What's good, son? What's your thoughts, family? What's good, boy? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What's up?
Yeah, it's been a minute, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute. But listen, bro, I dated and was engaged to a woman that was from Puerto Rico. She's from a little town in Puerto Rico called Maya West. And if you're Puerto Rican and you ever lived in Puerto Rico, you know what I'm talking about. So I understand, like I grew up in DC. So the Puerto Ricans there had more of a hood flavor, more of our culture flavor. They rock what we rock. They wore the same clothes. They listen to the hip hop. Now, if you go to Puerto Rico, it's different. It's different in the sense that even the black Puerto Ricans are they vibe off of Puerto Rican culture.
Right.
There is a huge difference. Now, of course, there isn't going to be much of a difference between, you know, if a nigga living in the Bronx and there's a Puerto Rican that live next door. Yeah, most likely they're going to have similar tastes and similar things, but there is always going to be a difference because at the base of it, at the root of both of our cultures, there are individual struggles that make us who we are. There are individual struggles from our past, from our ancestors that make us who we are. So to say that we're the same, that's not true. Now, there's going to be similarities, but we are not the same. Because my ex, Puerto Rican to the core, bro, she didn't even know what the word nigga meant, really. Because when I was saying it, she was like, ain't that isn't that bad and offensive? I'm like, no. And I had to explain to her. This is different. In our culture, we can say this to one another. It's a term of endearment. It's not something that is meant to be. We took a negative and turned it into a positive.
Facts.
Now, I can't go to Puerto Rico if I go to Puerto Rico right now, I actually the last time me and her went, we stayed for about 3 months because she owned property down there. And I stuck out like a sore thumb the whole time I was there. Even though there are Puerto Ricans who are my complexion, who look just like me, I stuck out like a sore thumb because they could look at me instantaneous and tell by my clothes, by everything I had on, by the way I was walking, by the way I talked. I was not of the Puerto Rican culture.
That's right.
So I get what what's her name was trying to. I get what you're trying to say, but at the core of it, there are differences that definitely separate us. Now, can we get along? Can we vibe in the same community and thrive in the same community? Yes, but our struggles are going to be different.
That's right.
Because culturally, we deal with things differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have it's like one of those things where like Bad Bunny, we might like Bad Bunny's music, and it might have a little, okay, we hear a song, we bop to it. When you Puerto Rican and you hear a Bad Bunny song, y'all go off. So you can hear the first 2 beats of that joint. Now, when we hear the first 2 beats of when Get Rich or Die Trying come on, that's the same vibe. That's the same feel.
Right.
So you can't, you have to accept and you have to recognize the cultural differences because that's what makes you Puerto Rican and that's what makes us niggas. Period.
Right. That's a fact.
Yeah, like, and again, I'm speaking on this from firsthand experience of dealing with a Puerto Rican. Matter of fact, she lived in, when we started dating, she had lived in Puerto Rico most of her life. So by the time we started dating, she still didn't understand certain cultural things here in America. She's like, well, why does this and why is this? And I had to explain it to her.
Right.
So
let me ask you a question. So far as her family is concerned and family members or friends or whatever, did they feel some way about her dating you? Because I'm not gonna say all Puerto Rican families are like that because they're not, because I know some that I dated and their family was cool. So I'm not gonna say all of them was like that, but
yeah, no. Matter of fact, she had two of her sisters and one of her brothers lived in New York, and the rest of her family lived in Puerto Rico. They migrated. Her sisters and her brother left Puerto Rico probably like in the late 80s, and then they moved to New York. Her family never treated me any kind of way. They didn't look at me as like black, and it wasn't. And this is the God's honest truth. In my 20s, I had traveled to the Caribbean. I've been to St. Bart's, I've been to St. Croix, I've been to Dominican Republic, I've been to Jamaica, I've been to a few islands in the Caribbean. And it wasn't until I went to Puerto Rico, and this is the God's honest truth, I did not know there were black Puerto Ricans that looked just like me. I had no clue. And she was like, yeah, that's my friend. I went to high school with him. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I never, and that was one of those things where if you haven't been exposed to certain things, you got your cultural blinders on because you're just used to seeing one certain thing. You're used to seeing the brown skin to fair skin. Man, there are blonde hair, blue eyed Puerto Ricans. I'm talking about they look white.
Right.
And you start talking to them, you like, oh shoot, they got the accent,
everything. Yep.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where, yes, we can grow up we can live in the same communities, and we'll probably adapt a lot of, each other's culturalistic tendencies. But it does not mean that to the core, we are the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things where you just have to understand, like, listen, y'all practice Santa Maria. Y'all practice that. We practice, we believe in something different. Y'all have, when we come in your house, there's candles and, a table set up for your abuela who passed away. When you come to our house, the big ass picture of Jesus or with Malcolm X and Mark right next to it and right under it is your grandmother. And it's different. It's the subtle differences that do make the difference. It's those small things that a person who is not of our culture will take for granted. It's those small things.
Right.
Government cheese made me who I am. Them thick ass grilled cheese joints, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that shit was crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to acknowledge that. Now, when it comes to like, I mean, the best way to even kind of break culturally, food. Look at the food. Look at the food differences. You know what I'm saying? I never knew anything about how to make sofrito. Hey, bro, after me and my girl broke up, I knew how to make panil. I knew how to make homemade sofrito. I knew how to make sancocho. I knew how to make mofongo. I knew how to do all of that. I couldn't do that before.
Shout out to Tito brother George. He taught me how to make sofrito. You get all of the vegetables, the onions, green peppers, red peppers. You cut them shits up, and you put it in the goddamn freezer.
Facts,
man, and that shit is so good. I ain't long.
Hey, bro,
it's sofrito in a long time,
bro.
Yeah.
Sofrito is fire, bro.
It is.
I put that on I put everything.
Yeah,
I put everything, dog. That shit is fire.
Yeah,
but
that shit is fire.
And whoever I don't know the young lady or young man, whoever said it, the one that's from the Bronx, man, you should take pride in those differences. You should not want to align all of your family's history to a different culture. You should want to big up your culture and accept the fact that there are differences, and is you're going to talk. I mean, of course, if you live in Brooklyn, if you live in the Bronx, and y'all are going to have the same little slang and twang to you. It's just like I'm from DC, so we say certain things, and you know, our Puerto Ricans and, you know, Hispanic community, they migrate over to, you know, some of the black culture, and they say certain things like we say it. Now, when if they go to New York, they're going to seem like out of place or stick out because they're in a different environment. It's only a 4-hour drive from DC to New York, and it's a whole different world.
That's right. So, hey, man, that was definitely well said, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you can close out whatever you want to say, man, and I'm getting the hell out of here.
Hey, I think, bro, it said you've been on live for 2 hours and some change, so I can dig it, bro. Hey, man, everybody embrace your culture, embrace who you are, embrace where you come from. It's what makes us who we are. It's what makes all of us individually stick out. It's what makes us attracted to other cultures, is that we have our own culture. So we want to know more, and I'm sure y'all want to know more. But to say that we're all the same, nah, that ain't it. But hey, man, Mike, be blessed, man. Thank y'all. Thank you for letting me call in, bro. I just really wanted to, you know, touch on that for real.
Hey, man, salute to you, man. I ain't see you in a minute, man, but I thank you for jumping on and all that, man. And much success and peace and love to you, man.
Yes, sir. Be easy, Mike.
You too. Stay up.
Peace.
One. Yeah, salute to my boy, man. I haven't seen son in a minute. Yeah, man, that sofrito shit is fire, man. I haven't had sofrito in so many years. George taught me how to make that shit. And I used to eat that shit for years. I put that shit on everything. And I mean every fucking thing, man. Word. So I love my Puerto Ricans, man. I love other people, man. We all should be like Jay Smooth was saying, man, take pride in the differences that we do have. I seen a picture, right? I'm not going to search for it, but it was a video of these Africans talking about the soul food. Like we got this soul food from Africa and so for someone, and then they was talking about the Caribbeans and in Louisiana and the Haitian food and how they got their food, like ingredients and stuff from other people, the Caribbean food. So if you look at how African food look, and you look at how Haitian dishes are, and you compare it to some barbecue chicken or some barbecue ribs or some grilled chicken with some macaroni and cheese on the side. Just look at the colors at that. The macaroni and cheese, you get the cornbread, you got some collard greens, you got some candy yams, or the shit looks totally, our dishes look different, and we should take pride in our differences of our culture and our foods. So to say that our food, Black Americans, have derived from somewhere else, but when you compare the two and how they look and the seasonings that we use, you can tell there's a big difference. So it's like, but just take pride in the differences, and we all could get along on our differences, and that's what makes us different, and that's what attracts us or one another to each other. So I end right here by us just identifying ourselves as this particular group, which we are, that everybody knows we are. We just put a name to it now. It should not bother anybody or make anybody feel other than. We just our own group of people, and you your own group of people, and we should, sound cliche, live in harmony. You know what I mean? I don't know, but history just shows us history shows us that we have to gatekeep our culture, period. Because now, as time goes on, people will revise our story. See, we can't revise anybody else's story because they know their history and their lineage. We can't revise it. Now, with Black Americans here, people want to revise our history because y'all migrated over here and y'all intermingled. So when decades go by, now you begin to think you have the authority or the cultural right to revise my history. And that's unfair. So we are not going to let any of you or anybody to revise our history. It is not going to happen. So everything happens for a reason, and I'm glad we are doing it. We are doing it now. It just came to me. I know I just said it, but just look. Since we're on Puerto Rico, let's just say Puerto Rico. Salute, no problems. You see how they are over there in Puerto Rico, right? Their cultural thing. There's no other people, not even Black Americans, that's over there or that's migrating over there to intermingle in their culture, to feel comfortable on revising their culture. Like y'all have your own island, y'all there. So if you want to know your roots, you could go back because your predominant culture is there. Our predominant culture is here. We're not going anywhere else. You understand? So our rich culture is here. Y'all come here. See, y'all could go back and trace your original culture because they still act like that right there. This is our land. This is our country. This is the Black American experience is right here. It brewed, it started. It was its inception was created here. I hope y'all understand. Are y'all understanding what the fuck I'm talking about, man? I really hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Every other culture, we haven't went nowhere. This is our place right here. Everybody that come from the other countries that migrated here, if you want to use the word dilute the culture, and now they feel like they can revive the culture because y'all live here amongst us. We was here first. So this is our culture, my G. So by y'all moving here and being here for decades and intermingling, and now y'all feel like you can revise the culture. We are not moving to any other countries. We're not leaving here, going over there and claiming this is our culture, or we the same and revising our history. Y'all can't do that. Am I making sense to y'all? Like, for real, did that make sense, man? I really hope that makes sense because this is our land. This is not y'all's. Y'all migrated here and been living here for 30 plus years. We've been here for hundreds of years. Your culture got nothing to do with ours. The culture is us. Y'all came here to enjoy. Just because you've been here for fucking 10, 20, 30 years or was born here, this is your culture. It don't make it your culture. It's not yours to begin with. So The diluting of the Black American culture, even though it's being appropriated and copied. Man, I'm tired of this shit. Now it's gonna get me riled up. I'm gonna say it again because I know I'm special like that, and I swear to God, I got my hand on the end stream button. Again, for the slowies in the back, we were here first. The culture that y'all appropriating or enduring, or I don't want to use those bad words, but y'all have converted to or implemented or infused into your culture. This was already here before you came here, before your great grandparents or your mother or father moved here. This was already here. None of y'all had anything to do with the Black American culture. And I'm talking about before we was born. The 60s, 50s, 40s, we already had a flavor that's like no other people on the planet. We have a certain kind of vibe, just a certain kind of coolness. It just everything else besides that. That's been here before all of y'all migrated here. Okay? So this is our home. The Black American culture is from here. This is our shit. Y'all just came to participate and live and create a new life in it. This is, come on now, like, come on. We can't go nowhere else to say, hey, this is our lineage. We can't go nowhere else. Our lineage is here. That's like a person in Puerto Rico never left Puerto Rico. That's your lineage is right there. Y'all ain't going to just say if y'all never went anywhere. Y'all, it's almost like the black the blacks that's on that's Sentinel Island. Them black motherfuckers, you can't even come on an island. People are forbidden to go over there. It's like that. What's there has been there. They ain't leave nowhere. That's us. We ain't go nowhere. We here. So our lineage stems from right fucking here. Our culture has came from nowhere here. So y'all had nothing to do with it. Getting the fuck up.